Hi, I'm Laura Bartow from Studio One Stampers, and I want to welcome you to the Sale-a-Bration Top-10. It's hard for me to believe that this Sale-a-Bration promotion is ending on February 28th. It's 2022 and we have had the most fantastic time with these fun products. We have 7 different stamp sets as well as 4 different beautiful designer series papers. And all of those are free with purchases. You make a $50 purchase and you can get something, or a $100 purchase and you can get something else. It's just amazing. But that is not the only thing. The other parts of Sale-a-Bration that are ending as well are our wonderful host promotion. There is a special stamp set that is available as an extra bonus with a $300 purchase. That could be your own purchase or a group of purchases, and that's the Calming Camellia stamp set. Just loving enjoying that stamp set. The other piece that's ending right now is our recruiting promotion. Now, what does that mean? That means that you have the opportunity to be part of the Stampin' Up! Family and get an extra bonus. You can get $125 worth of product plus 2 free stamp sets for just $99, as well as free shipping. And then that allows you to purchase all of your Stampin' Up! Products at a discount for now on. Anyway, let me know if you want to be part of my team or have questions. I'm always interested in talking about it. I love Stampin' Up! Well, let me give you a little closer look at all these wonderful cards and the stamp sets and some of the products that I used to create this amazing collection of the top 10 of Sale-a-Bration 2022. Well, look at how absolutely adorable these little otters are. This has been such a delightfully fun stamp set to play with. It's called Awesome Otters, and there are 3 different otters, a birthday hat, and a couple of greetings. And here are 2 cards that I created just to really celebrate the fun and delight of these adorable little otters. So the 2 free Sale-a-Bration items that I featured in this particular class of these 2 cards is, of course, the Awesome Otter stamp set, but also this simply marvelous designer series paper. And you can see how I've used that in the background here, a little bit of the gray and some of the pool party. There are 6 different colors that come, 48 sheets. There's 6 by 6, and one side is sort of this marbly paper, and the other side is sort of a watery marble looking piece. And you can see that I've used the 2 different ones on each of these cards. A few of the other supplies that I used to create the cards, this beautiful little oval comes from our double oval punch, and you can see how nice that is to cut out a greeting. And then this shape for the scallop border here comes from our Stitched So Sweetly set of dies. And you can see this is one of those sets of dies that I have used non-stop for my card making. Just a great basic set that I recommend everyone should own. Another thing that's really important to know about these cards is that they were colored with our watercolor pencils. And the watercolor pencil assortment number 2 is the one I liked because it went with the colors that are in the designer series paper, as well as the colors of the paper. You get 12 different pencils, and then of course the corollary piece that you want is you definitely want to get a collection of the water painters. There are 3 different water painters, and they've got 3 different tips on them, some for getting into tight details and some for doing watercolor washes. So they pair beautifully with the watercolor pencils. Well, let's move on and look at our next set of cards. Well, here are 2 more absolutely delightful little cards. I just love these little vehicles, I guess you would call them. This is the driving by stamp set. Of course, we've got the iconic VW bus and then a cute little sports car. But in the stamp set, we also have a beetle with presents on the top. And there are also 3 greetings that go with this stamp set as well. And of course, this is a free stamp set, but I've paired that this time with this absolutely delightful sunshine and rainbows, or rainbow and sunshine. Not sure which way it goes. Anyway, designer series paper. This is 6x6, and you can see in this design I've used what's called a color blocking technique, where I've used 4 different patterns with a little space just to give it a great, fun, vibrant feel. And I think it has that real feel of the 60s, where there was lots of love and happiness going on there as well. Now, a few of the other things that I used to create these cards, of course, I've got a little bit of organdy ribbon. This has got some nice sparkle to it. The black shiny or glitter ribbon, I guess. And this is a really fun collection of Baker twine. This is the Essentials Baker twine collection. Now, when you use a black image or an outline image, I do like to use the black Memento ink pad. That's my favorite. And I want to tell you a little bit about the colors that I've used. I've picked out 5 different markers, and the fun about the 5 different markers is they're all colors that come directly from the color palette. And I think that coordination and having that things come together, having the colors pick up from the markers to the paper, to the designer paper, all really give a totally finished, polished look. And of course, my markers are coming from a bunch of different sets. We sell them in sets of 12 for bright colors or soft colors or earth colors, whatever. But here is actually the grandmother of all the great things. This is the actual marker set, and you can see we've got our 4 different colors. We've got our brights and our subtles and our regals and our neutrals groupings. And in this particular collection, you get them all together. And what's wonderful is they also come in this great case. Now, this case is set up to stand up like this so that you can see all your colors, but you can also see a listing of where they are. It has a little handle on it. And by storing your markers flat like this, both tips, both the fine tip as well as the brush tip, will have equal amounts of ink, so they'll both work beautifully when they're stored this way. So I just love my many marvelous markers collection, and actually couldn't live without it. I also brought back in this wonderful set of dies, and I've used them before, and you can see that they're just so useful and so delightful. They're called Stitched So Sweetly. So you can see I've used that on the outside here. So anyway, just fun, great things to use to make these absolutely fun, iconic, delightful, bright colored cards. Well, here are 2 more absolutely delightful cards, and these feature the Daffodil Afternoon Designer Series paper. And again, this is one of those papers that's only available during Sale-a-Bration, free with a $50 order, and you can see how fun these cards are. Now, this particular one, I used the die cuts with the word thanks, and these are the dies that are called Amazing Thanks, and they have the 2 layers of the thanks, or the U and R and amazing. So you can mix and match and say thank you, or just all kinds of different things. A great way to give a great bit of detail, to have that outline so you can put it on almost any background and it will pop out. So that's really fun. Now, this particular one is a little bit of a fun fold. It's just an open fold here, and I've used the words from this fantastic set called Special Moments. This particular stamp set is available with a $100 purchase. It has 21 different sentiments in it. Everything from happy birthday to I couldn't wait for a special occasion, and thinking of you, and wonderful, and sympathy, and hang in there, and just so many great sentiments are in this stamp set, and I have used it just constantly over the last couple months. I'm so sad that this won't be available after February, but we've got to grab it now while we can. So these words actually, many of them fit into this punch, and this is our everyday label punch. This has been in the line for quite some time, and it's just been a workhorse because so many sentiments look absolutely fabulous in it, and who doesn't love the ease of doing a punch? Another piece that you might want to recognize is the layering circles dies. Now these dies have both the scallop shape and also a straight shape, and they nest back and forth for them. There are 16 different circle sizes in here. Half of them are scallops and half of them are the solid edge. And this has been just a set that I go to constantly in my collection. So if you don't have the layering circles dies, that might be a fabulous purchase for you to get, which would also get you something free for all of these products that we have. So just enjoy this daffodil afternoon paper while we have it. Let's go on and look at our next couple of cards in this Best of Celebration collection. Well, the hope of spring is here, and I just absolutely love flowers and the beautiful detail of both of these cards. This particular one is the Friendly Hello stamp set, and you can see I've got the little flowers there and the cute little birthday greeting that's on there, and it comes in combination with this gorgeous paper. There are 12 sheets, double-sided, a great soft color palette, and of course they go really well with our in color markers for the current year that were just introduced in our recent catalog. 2021 to 23, I think is what they're called. And then of course a cute little checked ribbon accent. I just think this is so cute. This one's a carryover from our holiday catalog, so that's been a fun one to have. And then, goodness, I love this new punch. This has become a go-to for me. It's called the Bow Punch, and you can see there's two different images, and I've used both of them to tuck in behind the flowers. Just made it so quick and so fast to get the greenery that I wanted behind these flowers. Now let's talk about the next card. This is Calming Camellia, and you can see I've put that little piece of designer series paper from the Friendly Hello on this card, and I've used this gorgeous stamp. This is so easy to use because the artistry has already been done for you by the artists at Stampin' Up. And I just basically stamped that really quickly in Old Olive and then used a couple of markers to color in. And these, of course, are markers that are from my fabulous Many Marvelous Markers collection. I just absolutely love that I can just grab whatever colors I want to go with whatever piece of cardstock that I have. So I love the coordination. And then of course a cute little ribbon. This is the striped organdy ribbon in petal pink, and a few of the little details I added are the elegant trim. So you can see that putting this card together is so fast and so easy, and just uses a few supplies that are part of my stamp studio. So let's enjoy these flowers, and I can't wait for you to have them in your hands so you can play and create all these amazing cards. Well, let's move on to the last of the top 10 cards for this collection. Well, here we are toward the end of our tour, and I have two absolutely delightful cards to show you. This one, it just says "You make my heart happy," and that's from our Catching Butterfly stamp set. It's got 3 different sentiments as well as a bunch of different wonderful images in there. So what I've done to create this card is I've actually pulled in this Simply Marvelous paper from Sale-a-Bration. That's free with a $50 purchase. I've used the watercolor pencils and the water painters to actually do all the coloring on this card. My little butterflies and my little girl catching her butterflies. I've also pulled in the new Cloud Punch because that fits perfectly in this little spot here. I just love how that image just fits right in there. So that's a really fun card. Now the other card that I have to show you is this beautiful Island Vibes card. It reminds me of Hawaii and how I think of all the flowers in the beautiful fauna and flora of Hawaii, and just the colors just makes me so happy to dream about that again. Now this particular card has been designed with a pop-up center. I don't know if you can see, but this shape has been actually die cut from the main piece, and I've pulled in the special moment stamp set. We've seen that before for our greeting, and to do that pop-up I actually selected one of the dies from the Tasteful Label dies to do that. And my flowers come from one of my favorite builder punches. This is the Strawberry Builder Punch, and you can see I've selected some leaves and the flowers in there to give this just that cute little Hawaiian touch. I've added a little bit of the ribbon here, and this is our artistic something or another gold ribbon. It's just a fine art ribbon. That's what it's called. And it's got that little bit of glitter into it, which makes it really pretty. And then to top this off, I've added in the genial gems to add just a little sparkle in the center of those flowers. Well, I don't know about you, but this is quite a collection, and I'm just really sad to see that Sale-a-Bration is coming to an end. There's only a few more days to get these products. I've showed you in this collection every product that's available in this brochure, and I know that you're going to enjoy these products for a long time to come, but time is running out, so come and enjoy the top 10 cards for Sale-a-Bration.